Hi everyone, my name is Maureen. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video on this channel, and this is a channel that I started a long time ago simply because I have been through it when it comes to hair. I discovered that there are not so many channels on here on topics such as fine, fussy hair. Most people here tend to have the full hair and the hair everybody wants. Let's put it that way, for lack of a better word. So simply because I am that black woman who has done a lot to her hair, I was like, yeah, it may be a good idea to just start a YouTube channel and document my journey. Now, this is the first start for me, and to be honest with you, I am actually considering a hair transplant simply because one of my biggest fears in life is to lose my hair. I do not want to lose my hair because for some reason, I feel very confident in my hair. My hair is one of those things that I really want to invest in. However, to talk briefly about my hair journey, I am obviously African from my intonation or my accent. And when I stopped getting extensions, which was in my early 20s, I am past my mid 30s, by the way. It was due to the pain of relaxers. I used to, I didn't know anything about sensitive or no lie or affirm. I didn't know any of those things. And so it was just any relaxer available, and I would have burnt scalp to a point where my head would bring out pus. It was painful, a really painful experience. And I woke up one day and I knew this life was no longer for me. I couldn't do it anymore. And that was the end of it. So after cutting my hair, I eventually got locks, not because I liked locks, but simply because it was what I could do. I didn't know anything about wash and go. I didn't know anything about carrying my natural hair. I mean, the conditioning was too deep that I didn't even know I could carry my own natural hair. When I think about those days now, I'm like, wow, I didn't know all those things. By the way, let me just throw this in there that I have nothing against extension and all of that, simply because I am not one of those people who believes, oh, black women need to wear their hair. No, I don't believe in all of that. And just to speak further on that topic, the reason why I don't believe in that is because I think we're in an age where people are free to do what they like. We have women who alter their body parts. A lot of people don't even have their faces anymore. And when I talk about these people or the pioneers of this, people who are pressed about the subject of black women carrying their hair have no problem dating these women. So anybody who says, oh, we've been telling black women to wear their hair, first of all, I do not think you have any right whatsoever to tell anybody what to do with their lives. We are all here to live our individual lives. And if I am creating this channel, I am creating it because of people who may want to take the path that I am on, but I am not imposing it on anybody. And I do not think it should be a movement to, I don't believe in any, I just think those things are like far-fetched, right? But having said that, it was just interesting to realize that when I cut my hair, I didn't even think of the option of carrying my own hair. And that was interesting to me because it now goes to show you how colonized my mind was. I carried my locks for about 5 years and then I got pregnant. I think I got pregnant on the 5th year. And for some reason, my edges, like I lost all the hair around my edges. So it was okay. But within that 5 years, I couldn't braid my locks. I couldn't go to a professional because I realized any kind of pressure on my scalp will give me pains and pus. So it quickly dawned on me that I had a very sensitive scalp. To be honest with you, because of that experience, if I had a daughter today, which I do not have, unfortunately, however, if I had a daughter today, and to any black woman who has the same kind of hair who is listening to me, if I were to choose between relaxing my hair or doing braids and all those things, I would rather relax my hair. I would rather relax my hair because in all my years of being natural and switching from locks to natural hair, I've come to realize that people really do underestimate the pressure of those extensions on our hair, and believe it or not everybody's hair can withstand that kind of pressure. I think we are losing more hair from those extensions than even the concept of relaxing. And I am not a professional. This is strictly based on experience. And if you're from Africa, you would agree with me that when we braid our hair, it's so painful that they begin to use hot water to massage it. And that's the wildest thing about it. You're in so much pain and they are massaging hot water. I wish I could go back to all those times and be like, no. And what's crazy is when I tell people now, like I remember when I visited my home country 2 years ago and I was like telling my little sister, hey, don't do this, don't do this. And it was almost like I was speaking gibberish because she didn't understand I was trying to save her edges simply because we have the same gene. So I know, hey, you have my hair. Like I don't want you to do all these things. After I lost my edges and then I was no longer in Africa. I had access to the internet. I could see what people were doing with their hair. It was so exciting. You know, I naturally love buying cosmetics. So the idea of shopping, buying stuff for myself, you know, just doing all those things. It was just fun. It was nice. And so I started investing and my hair grew. To be honest with you, I didn't even know how the ability to have long hair. So I have grown my hair severally and I have not been afraid of cutting my hair. I'll say in the past 5 years, I've cut my hair, if not 7 or 10 times. This year alone, I've cut my hair 3 times. So my hair does grow. However, when you look at my hair, you would see that the impact of years of pressure and all of that has really ruined my edges. And if I even have hair on my head now, thanks be to God to minoxidil. So if you haven't used minoxidil, please try it. And this is something that I would attest that what you can see is a product of minoxidil. Now, the only reason I haven't exactly booked the appointment is because I want to have my hair transplant in Europe. I don't want to travel far for it. I want to have it in Germany, to be honest with you, simply because I have been to Turkey. I used to be a teacher there. So I gave birth to my first child there. I also did my LASIK there, which was great. No mistake, no problem. But I wouldn't want to risk it because of the latest news of people having, you know, there are some news that have been going viral. And I mean, I'm now finally aware of things I shouldn't have known. When I left Africa, I didn't know about a lot of things, such as racism. Now I know. And I just want to respect myself, let me put it that way. However, my experiences over there was good, so I'd rather just do it in Germany in peace. Secondly is I want to make sure that I have exhausted all my options in terms of growing my hair before I go under any form of medical procedure. That's just the reason. Then, in saying that, if you're a young person and you're watching this video, please, it's in your interest to, I would rather just wear a wig, honestly. I'd rather wear maybe a headband wig or just a regular wig than any of these things. I think that's better because I think you're going to save, that's my opinion though, you know. So I decided end of last year that I was going to relax my hair because I wanted to grow my hair out. And to be honest with you, the pain of flat ironing was exhausting. And after a while, I saw the pixie curls. I wanted to do that. And so I cut my hair. And it's been 3 months since I've been a pixie girl and it's been fun. It's been nice, but I have little kids and because of them, my pixie doesn't last more than a day. I had fun in the past 3 months doing my hair every day and it was okay. But at this point, I just want to grow my hair back because the truth is with my hair, I have more freedom. I can just get up and go, you know, and I want to do that for myself. So, if you're interested in that kind of content, please subscribe to my channel, like, and please stay around for more. Bye. Take care.